rear supercar is following engineering first principles.
Power at the rear wheels, and of course, you need a great handle in road car.
Feel amazing, look amazing, and drive amazing.
It's about when you get into the car for the first time and you get that tingling feeling.
For me, a supercar is driven by emotion.
It's a moment in time. It's the best thing we know how to do.
And a really bold, edgy aesthetic.
You recognise it instantly as something special.
Performance at the core of everything.
It's visceral, it's exciting.
For me, a supercar must be brutal, but also predictable.
Ultimately, as you walk away, you want to turn around for one more look.
The McLaren W1 represents the latest expression of our first principles. A pioneering supercar, forged from Formula One know-how and purposeful innovation. Epic power. The W1 features an all-new high-performance hybrid powertrain called MHP8, our brand new clean sheet 4-liter V8, and an all-new Formula One derived E-module, producing an epic 1,275 PS and 1,340 Nm of torque, with a red line at 9,200 RPM. This is McLaren's most powerful, highest revving road car powertrain ever, combined with a low weight of just 1,399 kilograms. The W1 has a sensational power-to-weight ratio of 911 PS per ton, and it accelerates from 0 to 200 kilometers per hour in just 5.8 seconds. Performance everywhere. The new powertrain is inclined by 3 degrees to accommodate the W1's high downforce rear diffuser, part of our most ambitious ground effect aero concept ever. The aero package is inspired by Formula One and features active aerodynamic elements both front and rear. In race mode, the F1-inspired suspension stiffens, the body lowers, and the active long tail moves back 300 mm to produce up to 1,000 kilograms of downforce. This aero expertise, along with the car's lightweight and McLaren's vehicle dynamic know-how, allows all 1,275 PS to be delivered to the rear axle through an ultra-high torque 8-speed transmission. Acceleration is matched by the performance of our MCCR Plus carbon ceramic braking system. Pure connection. Driver connection forms the core of the W1. The new McLaren Aerocell is our most advanced carbon fiber monocoque ever. Inside, the seats are integrated into the monocoque for maximum connection, with adjustable pedals and steering wheel providing the perfect driving position. McLaren's hydraulic performance steering offers pure, unfiltered feedback for the ultimate engagement, sensitivity, and control. Authentic theatre. The W1 represents a new expression of our design DNA, with a new performance line leaning forward, giving the impression of speed. With the new anhedral doors, a first for McLaren, plus the soundtrack of the exhaust, and the incredible drama of our next generation race mode. The W1 has the authentic theatre of a real supercar.
The McLaren aerosol is at the heart of the W1, and it's also where the project started. My name is Andy Sylvester-Thorne. I'm the head of body structures engineering at McLaren Automotive. I started as a graduate engineer working on the Mercedes SLR. My role there was to develop the carbon monocoque for the SLR coupe. Since SLR, I've worked on the MP412C, developing the monocell. Then took some of that technology and developed the monocage for the P1 with a composite upper structure for the first time. That's been developed into components that we've delivered onto 720S and Artura. Since then, I've spent the last 4 years working on W1. One of the reasons I've been at McLaren for so long is the challenge that is always presented to us, the opportunities for innovation. One of the best bits of my job is the almost impossible nature of what our directors set for us with our projects when we kick them off. It's very much a scary moment of how on earth are we going to deliver this. Fundamental to this project was the aero story and the performance that gave us from a dynamics perspective. That meant we needed to shrink the aerosol down in the key areas. One of the key facilitators to that was having a fixed seat, because that allowed us to shorten the monocoque. By having a fixed seat, we're able to make the monocoque more compact, and we're able to engineer the upper structure, the A-pillars, around that single person in a single position. And that delivers really efficient structure with fewer compromises than we would have with a sliding seat. One of the biggest decisions we had to make on the W1 was how we would manufacture the monocoque. For W1 we wanted to do something special. The best technology is what we use in our Formula 1 cars, and that is pre-preg, which is a pre-impregnated carbon fibre that is hand-laid. So it takes a significant amount of time, it takes a lot of skill for the laminators to manufacture the component, but it was the right choice for this vehicle as it provides the highest level of quality and efficiency of structure. One of the things I'm most proud of with what we've achieved on the aerosol is the combination of strength of the component, how lightweight the component is, but also how beautiful it looks. The customer will see it every time they step in and out of the vehicle. One of our ambitions within my team is always to try and find ways to integrate our components together, because that makes our structures stronger and it makes our structures lighter. We were able to integrate the subframe underneath the monocoque, and in doing so we were able to save even more weight. This is the first time we've been able to take integration to this level. We're really proud of what we've achieved with the aerosol. It is, without question, the best monocoque we've produced thus far.
Applying Formula 1 style ground effect to a road car was a huge challenge. My name is Robin Algo and I'm the Advanced Aerodynamic Architect for McLaren Automotive. I've been at McLaren for 9 years, and prior to that I worked for a couple of F1 teams as an aerodynamicist. Since joining McLaren, I've mostly been involved in delivering all the key aerodynamic attributes of the Ultimate Series. Starting with McLaren Senna, I then moved on to the Senna GTR, and I was also part of the crew that put the speed tail at 403 km an hour. One of the core aerodynamic concepts of W1 was to transform the car to a fully ground effect car. And that means not relying on a high-mounted rear wing to produce a rear downforce. And the central piece to enable that was the aerosol. The complete architecture of the car was designed to work with the aero concept. The aerosol, being the centerpiece, enables high-energy airflow to go under the car to generate the downforce from the underbody and the diffuser. So in order to provide high-energy air to the underbody, we've sculptured the aerosol by elevating the footbox, narrowing the waist, and also moving the door hinges on top of the roof. This allows us to use F1 level aero control to not only generate the front downforce, but also washes out the front tire weight in order to provide clean airflow to the diffuser. One of the challenges of any aerodynamicist is to manage the airflow around the wheels. Similar to the effect of the turning vane on an F1 car, we generate outwash under the body thanks to the aerosol. On W1, we've pushed wheel aerodynamic to a new level. So what looks like a brake duct assembly does a bit more than just brake cooling, as it has multiple functions in controlling the air around the tire to generate not only more front downforce, but also cleaner air to the rear radiators. Once we pushed the ground effect concept fully, it was very logical to move the rear wing behind the car. As opposed to a conventional supercar with a high-mounted wing, the active long tail works as an extension of the diffuser and the underbody by extending it 20%. In race mode, not only the active long tail translates 300 mm, but the whole car drops down to produce 5 times more downforce than in road mode. Ground effect is a very powerful concept, as it allows to generate high level of downforce with very little drag. The front active aero is that large because we don't have a massive rear wings. So braking stability has been compensated by the front active aero. W1 breaks the ceiling. There's a lot of McLaren first and also probably automotive first that push the team really to the limit with engineering challenges throughout the car, on the chassis side, on the body side, with new active aero system as well. It's very capable and very ambitious. W1 was by far the most challenging engineering work that I've been involved in.
The interior of the McLaren W1 is the purest and most radical we've ever done. My name is Alex Alexiev and I'm Principal Designer at McLaren Automotive. I've been involved and employed at McLaren for about 13 years now. I've been very fortunate to participate in some amazing programs, starting from the 720S, then looking after some MSO cars like the HS, leading into designing the Ultimate Gran Turismo for the gaming franchise, then looked after the exterior of the McLaren Sabre for MSO, and most recently the W1. Definitely working at McLaren's always been an aspirational dream for me. The fortunate thing about the studio environment is because we're such a small team, we've had opportunities to participate in both exterior and interior. An Ultimate Series vehicle is a unique opportunity to indulge in some of the manufacturing processes that are really expensive. We can look at machining components from solid, we can look at really expensive carbon fiber tooling, and really looking at how we can emphasize the sculpture and shape around the car. On W1, I was the lead designer on the interior of the car. Spent that time from the initial conception of the program up through the completion, so around 4 years. The interior theme on W1 really focuses around a strong wraparound that starts in front of the driver's eyes and then slowly flows around to the side of the cabin. From there it integrates into the tub, but the negative sculpture in the doors was really important for us to get an enhanced perception of space in the cabin, as well as get a dramatic strong line that flowed across. One of the things about W1 was the opportunity to design a brand new steering wheel for the car. Opportunities like this don't come around often. In this case, we were actually able to reduce the diameter of the wheel. We were able to provide a flat top and bottom, allowing ingress-egress as well as vision improvements. We've incorporated the aero and boost button in the steering wheel, a lot like the P1. Pure driving controls that are accessible, so no infotainment and no other switches. There was a lot of design and ergonomics involvement where we're really trying to optimize and make sure we give the best connection between driver and car. W1 allowed us to really explore the materials as well within the cabin, from advancements in the carbon fiber and the way we apply that through the cabin, all the way through to the innovative material we've developed and actually is the first to market, called McLaren InnoKnit. The material is actually inspired from lightweight performance knitted materials. The material itself is very special because it allows us to create 3D knitted panels, which actually eliminate the need for cutting and sewing and offcuts. This allows us to create unique panels that fit to the substrate. We're actually able to incorporate other features into the material, including performance for speakers, as well as backlighting the material to provide first an ambient glow around the cabin, but as well as vehicle alerts and welcome entry sequence. InnoKnit itself actually allows for quite a range of personalization and gives us a lot of opportunities for bespoke applications. Working on W1 has been quite a pinnacle in my time here at McLaren. I've really enjoyed the program because of how rare these kind of projects come around. So having the opportunity to lead the interior was just a fantastic experience. Really optimized, really focused, and really innovative.